California for the Consumer Cellular USA Pickleball Newport Beach Championship. It's about time to get ready to rock and roll for our Pro Mixed Bronze matchup. They have only had maybe, 15 minutes to get reset. And when I mean them, I mean Dylan Frazier and Sarah Ansbury, because they are now getting ready to face off against Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold. It's the 2 versus the 3 seed, and we will be going at least to 2 games because it's 2 out of 3 for these two, as they now look for a spot into the the gold medal match. The loser of this wins bronze. The winner, maybe it's silver, maybe it's gold. We'll find out shortly as we get ready to set. Cameron Irwin alongside none other than our resident pro for the afternoon, the one and only Matt Manassi.
Awesome to be here. Another awesome matchup here with it's probably going to be forehand dinks cross court again from Stratman and Ansbury. And then we'll see who can take over between Dylan Frazier and Julian Arnold.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We already saw a very solid forehand play and just play in general from Miss Lauren Stratman. We were so impressed with her in the previous matchup she had against J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson. But I will say Dylan Frazier was on fire in that last 1-15 we just had on the grandstand. His hands, well, they're quick.
Oh, they're insane. I mean, he took over the court, and he's going to try to do more of the same here. And I think probably the short break is going to help him.
Yeah.
You know, just 15 minutes. He's a young kid. I wish I was that young. Still, I'm not. But no, he's going to come back quick. Ansbury, we'll see. She might take a little bit longer to get ready, but you know what? They had a good warm-up, and we're ready to go here.
Yeah, the game to 15 might as well have been the warm-up. It was only 15 minutes ago. Sarah Ansbury will get us started. The 3 seed. Second serve now. Be interesting to see how they attack Ansbury and Frazier.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Stratman there early looking to go behind Dylan. We'll see if that's something that continues. That's good for Ansbury to set the tone there early. Like I said, she is a defensive player, known for that. But to be able to take those dinks out of the air and rip through it sends a message that, look, I'm not going to just dink all day and be solid. If you leave it up, it's going to be attacked and put away.
Big put away from Julian Arnold.
Massive, and he's getting himself going early here emotionally. Hands battle already taking place up the line from Arnold to none other than Sarah Ansbury. Still zeros. A little bit of a deep return there from Ansbury. First point goes to Stratman and Arnold. Make it the second. And that's in their first game against the Johnsons. That's what they did well, was driving the ball.
Well, you bring up the first game against the Johnsons. That's the one they did win in that 3-game battle. And you're right, there was a lot of power coming from the baseline in terms of trying to find that set play, the shake and bake.
It looks like they're going back to it here, and it's working early on. Commentator's curse. Just the top of the net.
0-2-1.
Again, Ansbury just had great practice against Paris Todd.
Exactly.
In terms of handling that same forehand roll.
Oh, it's the exact same roll. It's looping and finding her feet, but she's ready for it.
couple nice redirects and the speed up. I feel like at times we've seen several teams try and attack that right shoulder of Arnold.
Yeah, he really, I mean, he's trying to cheat over so much to the middle, so he leaves himself open for that type of attack. And the Stratman dink, just like Paris Todd, with so much action on it, it's a great dink when it hits the ground, right? But if you're able to reach in and take it out of the air, just out. But yeah, if you're able to reach in and take that dink out of there, it's susceptible to a speed up. So that's the pros and cons of that that aggressive forehand rolling dink.
Ball just out of bounds. And I love that you got to know the advantages and disadvantages to each style of contact that you attack or play. Each dink, you have to know what's going to be coming the opposite direction or what you're willing to risk with each shot.
Great hands there from Dylan, because that was a pretty good speed up from Arnold.
2-3-2. Come on. 3-3-2. Yeah. Side out. Yep. 3-3-1.
Smile from Dylan Frazier. He knows Julian had him there and just missed it.
Quick hand from Julian Arnold patrolling the middle there, staying nice and patient, trusting his partner to make some plays as well.
4-3-2.
That's a nice ball. And there it is again. Left it a little high.
And Ansberry able to put it away. Yeah, that was fantastic patience. Just baiting, and then finding the one. Got a little luck from the net cord, but I don't think she'll complain about it too much.
5-3-2 now.
Yeah, Dylan coming over so much to that right side is really obviously pressuring Stratman there, and she's forced to go to such a small target.
So a small target, that is true in terms of trying to find Ansberry on that right side. So Frazier and Ansberry up 6-3, which means they are going to take a timeout. Stratman and Arnold now down. Looks like right now Julian and Lauren are having a little bit of a conversation, trying to make some adjustments.
Yeah, we'll see what they go back to. I mean, again, we've said it over and over and over again. Dylan is really giving them all sorts of fits because he's shrinking the court. For those at home, obviously, probably wondering why does he have to take so much court? The righty player, traditional mix, and even in doubles, if you watch Ben Johns, Colin Johns is going to come over and take that ball with his forehand because you can do so much more coming over from that side, cutting off the angle. You can speed it up, you can bring it back behind you with the dink.
Just a second ago, you saw J.W. Johnson. He's waiting for that gold medal match. getting the tag on. Tough.
Ooh.
Finding the head of Julian Arnold. That's got to be a hard ball.
Doesn't happen too much to Julian with those quick hands, but
7-3-2.
it
And
does
it
happen.
actually, yeah, and it actually looked like he was trying to get to that right shoulder. She did a nice job there finding the left, as there's a clean winner from Dylan Frazier. Look at this forehand. Quick whip.
Huge.
8-3-2. Side out. Three, 8-1. Point.
Okay.
He's trying
That's
to
what-
get himself fired up. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's what they're going to want to do. Obviously, a short return there, but
4-8-1.
the drive to Ansbury is going to pay off. They hope.
And that was actually a different ball. I think Ansbury expected that to have a little more topspin, but instead she kind of cuts that through, does Stratman.
Yeah, Stratman has the ability to do both. She usually likes
5-8-1.
the roll dink, but Ansbury prefers that.
That's a good ball. And Lauren's looking for a high five from Julian. She liked that speed up. A good shot.
6-8-1. Next serve.
High risk, high reward on drives, but got to do it.
6-8-2. Side out.
It's a surprising error there from Lauren, missing her third drop.
And wide, that's very rare miss.
Point.
It's the second time where he's in the right spot. Dylan Frazier prematurely going after that forehand, but
1.
works out.
Oh my goodness! That was a rocket launch. Dylan Frazier almost lost an ear.
That's just funny.
9-6-2.
Nice string of points there together.
Here's the
First
quick
try.
wrist. Woo.
6-9-1.
Dylan Frazier so quick to get back into posture. Looking for the exterior. Worked back in. And it lands just barely. I think that went between the paddle and the side of Sarah Ansbury.
I know it's asking you, but she's gonna be the one. Where's Ashley? She's out.
Asking whether that ball was in or out.
Incredible speed up there from Julian. We talked earlier about the evolution of the game and players needing to be able to speed up balls and attack from every position on the court. Over the last 6 months, I would say that's a shot that has really been added to the arsenal of most of these big-time pro pickleball players. That low backhand, the ability to use that left hand, get that on the paddle and really drive that through and flick it. Unbelievable shot.
Here's a look.
I don't celebrate unless it's in.
All right. Receiving team.
And I believe the call has actually been changed to that ball being out of bounds. We will have a timeout here, a little bit of a reset. Lauren Stratman doing a little pacing at the baseline. Not going their direction right now. Takes a point off the board for Stratman and Arnold.
But in a 2 out of 3 games like this, just the fact that they're getting momentum, they're finding spaces in the court that they didn't find before. Obviously, you want that the ball you hit in or presume that you hit in, you want it to be called in, but got to take the positives if you're Julian Arnold and Lauren Stratman.
There's a look one more time at it. Can't see it there from Sarah.
Strategically blocking the camera there now. I'm just kidding, but very good shot, and we play on regardless.
Because I did not give you that point, it is 6. Yes, indeed. Thank you. All right. 6-9-2.
Back underway.
Side out. Nine, 6-1.
That's a fun battle.
Yeah.
Stratman going head to head with Dylan Fraser. She goes with the first speed up, or excuse me, she goes with the second speed up. Dylan went with the first. Lauren's there. Fraser is everywhere.
Everywhere.
He just has free reign right now.
He really played 93.5% of the court at that point. It was really amazing.
Game ball.
That's one of Stratman's strengths, is that forehand speed up, because you have to block, as an opposing player, you have to block 3 different targets to line your body in the forehand.
Second serve.
Not kind words to herself there from Stratman.
Holds herself to such a high standard. Another shot now for Stratman and Arnold.
Yeah, I think that's something she should have done earlier, because he's cheating so far over and shrinking the court. If she can speed some of these forehands up right in his body like that, you're going to have some success.
You saw one early in this game deflected back, but still a good shot nonetheless.
Make those. Everything you got. Yes.
10-7-1. Sorry. Second serve.
Getting Ansbury. One side out now on the side of Stratman and Arnold.
10-7-2.
Such a great ball there.
And that's a bummer way to finish for Stratman and Arnold on game number 1. But Fraser, he'll take it. He apologized, but still ultimately will take the game as well. So 11-7. Arnold and Stratman are going to look to rebound here into game number 2. Welcome back to Newport Beach, California, where we are in the midst of the bronze medal matchup for mixed pro doubles. Game 2 just about to get underway. Lauren Stratman and her partner Julian Arnold are facing off against a very tough team of Sarah Ansbury and Dylan Fraser, who took game 1 already. This will be 2 out of 3. So let's see what Stratman and Arnold are able to put together here on the grandstand.
Row 2.
Another shot, like you had mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Stratman's so good at that, and your body weight is leaning the other way, and she comes across you.
Second serve.
Again, Julian trying to come across.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did say second serve. Sorry. Correction.
Maybe getting a little overzealous with that attack.
Very much so. That's the wrong location there, but I like the idea. Yeah, and speaking of overzealous with Julian, the last point, you know, she,
That's
ball
a nice ball, forcing him to play a little bit more laterally.
yeah, Arnold and Stratman, they're not going to win this whole game at once. You know,
1-1-2.
need to be strategic.
Wait for the right moment.
Mhm.
Set out.
2 errors now from Dylan Frazier.
1-1-1.
Nope.
Point. 2-1-1.
Bounce. Let's go.
Point.
And now the lead for Stratman and Arnold. 3-1.
Yeah, so when they're in this position and Ansbury's returning on the left side, she doesn't get that return deep enough, she's in trouble.
So good. Why are you worried about the
Second
pitcher?
serve.
Yes.
3-1-2. Set out.
Been attacking the body of
Yeah.
Julian Arnold and continue to. This time it's from Dylan Frazier,
1-3-1.
especially when he's moving over to that tee.
Yeah, I mean that
he's
is
head
what
up.
that's what Julian likes, right? He likes to be extended. He wants to be athletic, aggressive, moving all over the court.
You. You. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Ansbury's just she's dinking good spots over and over and over again, and Dylan's creeping over is really causing Stratman a lot of stress.
You.
Oh, and that is just mean. Dylan Frazier. You serious?
That was buttery smooth. Unreal.
Yeah, most of the time, and it looked like Stratman was prepped for it. A lot of times you're used to seeing that flick go right up the line, and he actually curled that back towards the middle.
Yep.
The early yup by Julian Arnold.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah, but Frazier wanted to go down the middle there.
Coming in hot is Julian Arnold. 1, 2, gets it done on the third.
Some major power.
Thank you.
There's smoke coming on the court. I don't know if that's from Julian Arnold or the grill, but that was some serious wheels to rush the kitchen line.
Second serve.
Right here.
4-3-2.
ball by Stratman.
No.
She continues to reach at a nice speed up. Frazier was ready, but a little bit high.
Yeah, the inclination, you know, your instinct tells you to take that paddle back on that forehand and take a cut, and it's just a little bit too much.
This time it works out in his favor. Sliding across the kitchen line is Julian Arnold.
So again, they've gotten in trouble a couple times this game because they're in the Ansberry is returning on the left side. She's wanting to go all the way cross court to get in so that Dylan can slide over, and that distance is just a little bit too long. And Julian Arnold's making her pay with that drive and crash.
So we'll see what they're able to do in order to slow things down. Maybe it's slowing down that return just a second longer.
Yeah, the way to combat that, obviously, yeah, a return that stays in the air a little bit longer, whether that's higher or deeper, but just has to do something to give her a little bit more time. Maybe it's returning down the line. Both can be ways to combat that.
Nice ball. Now in a switch position. And I think that's a little payback, Dylan Frazier, just for the last ball in game number 1.
7-3-2.
Good run though there from Stratman and Arnold.
3-7-1.
I don't know how that lands in. And another good ball.
Wow.
Frazier goes, but Arnold gets a nice read and finds a deep corner. Expected the speed up that direction, and instead he goes to the open court.
I don't know if that was more self-preservation or a good eye, but either way.
And leaving that one long as well. Ansberry and Frazier looking to find some more points here in game number 2. Having a little conversation before tossing the ball back. Talking some strategy here. Need a hold.
7-3-2.
Working the corner. Gosh, Frazier.
Great
Out of
ball.
bounds. Man, just applying so much pressure there. That's tough. He went for the Ernie, but then had to cover middle. 8-3.
8-3-2.
Make it 9.
Yeah, so Ansberry's been on the right side most of the game. It's a little different position for her at that forehand, I think.
9-3-2.
I think she'll be heading back that direction.
Yes.
Set up.
Great return, great move, and cover from Mr. Dylan Frazier.
3-9-1.
There's the point.
Okay, you're supposed to kill me.
Sorry.
I saw the ball out. Second serve.
Not so much. Ball was out of bounds. Remains 9-3. And a hold.
Quick side outs.
Stratman and Arnold
9-3-1.
need a few here. 2 to go to find game 3. The lob.
Oh yeah!
Ball out of bounds. Called wide.
See it?
Here's a look.
All right. Second serve.
I don't want to say how I saw it.
Yes, yes you are. 9-3-2.
Close call.
9-3.
No!
Coming in hot. Again, attacking right at Dylan Frazier. 10-3.
Yeah, this game's so much about momentum. Down 10-3, things aren't going your way.
10-3-2.
Comes in a hurry.
Side out.
Shake it off. You got it. Erase it.
3-10-1.
And again, there it is. Stratman is doing a solid job down the line in those hands battles.
3-10-2.
Great defense from Stratman.
Wow.
Tries to turn it to offense, but just missing. Take a look at some of these digs.
4-10-1. Sorry. Right there.
So good at taking a short swing on that two-hander. Catching out in front.
Oh, yeah.
Side out.
Hansberry wanting that back, knows that was a juicy one that was left a little bit high.
10-4-1.
Another game ball.
Yep.
There it is. Arnold and Stratman have won game number 2, 11-4. You know what that means? We're going 3 here in the grandstand. We'll be back with more.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
OS First, the official sock sponsor of pickleball. Stay in the game with OS First socks with purpose and compression bracing designed for comfort, injury prevention, and improved recovery. OS First is the official sock brand of USA Pickleball and the PPA Tour. Visit www.thepickleballsock.com to learn more.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Hi, I'm Matt Wright, proud ambassador of Original Penguin.
Who will be heading to the gold medal match? That is the question we need answered. It is now 1-1 in terms of games played. Game number 3, let's go. Cameron Irwin alongside Matt Manassi. Lauren Stratman alongside Julian Arnold with the first side out.
And they have all the momentum here coming in from a strong game 2. They're the veteran team as well, or at least Julian, the older player, over Dylan. Yeah, there's a conscious effort there, it looks like, from Stratman to hit a couple of dinks behind Frazier. That one just got a little bit tight, but good to keep him honest.
Another good pressure from Lauren Stratman.
0-0-2.
Nice defense there. Good block from Julian Arnold.
He just stayed so quiet with the body, kept the hands out in front. For those at home, when things are coming fast, quiet the body, just use the hands.
He's coming in hot again.
You know he's going to bring the energy every single point.
1-0-1.
Nice touch. Another good one. Big high five, Stratman and Arnold. And another lands. You'll take it.
And they're going back with the drives at Sarah Ansboury here. I mean, the difference so far in game 3 is the hand speed.
And another, like you mentioned.
Yeah. We talked about that heavy paddle she uses. Great for dinking, but for maneuverability, it's a little bit difficult for her.
And a drive. Oh, I like that drive. They went the opposite direction down the line.
Yep.
They figured he would try and protect Sarah a little bit on that drive. That was beautifully done from Stratman, as they now find a 5-point advantage. Playing to 11. There will be an end change at 6.
Yeah, Dylan coming over there to protect Sarah, like you said, trying to get in front of her to take that drive, and Stratman almost got on the inside of that ball. It was like a sidewinder, but awesome forehand, and there we are.
You can see Julian and Lauren just nearby. They kept their feet moving, staying up, keeping the energy on their side. Good idea to try and slow things down for Dylan Frazier and his partner Sarah Ansboury.
Energy is something that Julian Arnold has in spades. One of the most energetic guys on tour. You'll hear his andiamo plenty.
Taking all the time he needs now. Again, J.W. Johnson, Georgia Johnson, brother and sister waiting in the gold medal match. One of these two teams will have to play right away. Continuing, but that time well fought off. So a good timeout from Frazier and Ansboury, who now get the ball back.
0-5-1.
And on the board they are.
Good speed up from Stratman there. Just the wrong target. I think she probably want a little more body as opposed to forehand there.
That's beautifully done again, trying to find that open space behind Dylan Frazier.
Yeah, Julian Arnold leans left and goes right. That is some nice work there.
1-5-2.
Yeah, just upsetted herself there with the shot selection, maybe a little impatient, but again, Ansboury does that to you. She makes a lot of forehand things cross court.
Another. Dylan Frazier starting to get a little more amped too. Usually don't see a ton of emotion out of him. He's a little more J-Dub-esque, right? Keeps it a little more internal.
Yes, he's definitely more towards the J-Dub cloth.
Spectrum.
Spectrum. Wow.
5 straight now.
Yeah, 5-0 lead just erased.
And it's ended.
They needed that one.
Again, the end change comes just 1 point away.
5-5-1.
Gotta be feeling a little bit better if you're the one earning it.
Usually a tough thing. 2 drives in a row, they don't recommend it. I would recommend a drive drop combo. Get in there.
Big poach. Flying in front is Julian Arnold.
6-5-2, 1 minute.
So they have 1 minute, and you talk about the drive drop combination. Why do you not want to drive that second ball?
First of all, you surprise them with that first drive, and they're not ready for it usually. But that second drive, they're going to be alert. Usually it's going to be from below the level of the net, and they're ready. And if you're on your way in and they can catch it out in front, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. The third shot drive is usually to allow yourself to get easier 5th shot that you can drop and then get yourself up to that kitchen line where then you're neutral and then hopefully can get in a position of offense.
And just imagine how much less time you have too in terms of speeding that 5th ball up. You're usually right in the middle of the transition zone. All of a sudden it's going to come that much quicker when they're already at a position of advantage at the kitchen line. That's why you often see a little bit of breakdown for you.
6-5-2.
Reaching. 7-5, Stratman and Arnold working.
7-5-2.
It's a great job from Ansboury. We talked about that before, her getting over to that side when she returned on the left, and she got there and did something with the ball on a pretty high quality drive from Julian Arnold.
Second serve. So right here. Yes, right now. 5-7-2. Set out.
Yeah, unlucky.
Nice hold there.
Right here.
7-5-1.
No!
Point.
Just an all-out attack there from Lauren.
5-1.
And Julian just ripping everything off the ground.
Make it over the net. That ball climbed Mount Everest to get over the net. I have no idea how that happened.
I don't know where he hit it from. But pay close attention to that point, because that could have been 9-5-1 right now. Instead, 8-5-2. Or, sorry, 5-8-1.
5-8-1.
Make it 6. What can Dylan Frazier find right now?
6-8-1.
Another good defense from Julian Arnold. Frazier's gonna work left to right here. Great hands, but Julian Arnold continued with that forehand over and over again. First lap, you can see Dylan trying to get that cross court.
Unbelievable defense to offense there from Stratman and Arnold.
6-8-2. Side out.
Yeah, that's not really
8-6-1.
Getting a little, you know what? I actually don't mind it there. You got a 2-point advantage, right? And you've had some really epic plays. You're starting to feel yourself. You get a little more leeway at that point, right? A little more leash. Wow, again.
unbelievable.
Asking right now is Lauren Stratman. Asking if that hit the body. Dylan Frazier saying, no, it hit my fingernail. As long as it's below the wrist on your paddle hand.
Great move there from Arnold, covering the middle.
6-8-2.
No.
Back-to-back holds on
Great
each
attack.
side.
They're being very smart of when they're attacking Dylan Frazier. He's really, like we said, he's covering that right side and moving to the right. And when he leans, they're going.
Okay, Sarah Ansbury.
wow.
She's working around the corner.
Light it up,
She's so
Sarah
fast we
Ansbury.
can barely follow her.
Wow. I'm circling that point, circling that move. Backhand Ernie.
6-8-1.
We've had 3 straight holds. And there's a point. 7-8. So after 3 straight holds, no one scoring points, everyone just hanging tough. They finally find one on the side of Sarah and Dylan. Dylan fighting off some of those balls right on his right hip, on his chest. They're coming at him just about every direction they can.
Yeah,
and you talk about timing. So when is that right timing from your perspective already kind of going after Dylan?
Yeah, when you have, especially with Stratman in front of him, when she has a ball on her forehand wing that she has the capabilities to go anywhere, when you see him taking that little adjustment to the right, that's when he's probably off balance. That's when you go at the body, because when he's set, he's dangerous. But if you can get that little lean, that's when you can expose a weakness. Not many to his game, but that could be one. That's usually everyone's weakness when they're a little off balance.
Back out of the timeout, 7-8.
7-8-1.
I haven't seen this for a while.
Wow. Dylan sitting on it, just eyes were a little big there.
Again, Dylan working so well laterally. 8-all.
It's like a footwork drill he's doing all day long, just back and forth, back and forth.
It's a 3-point game. We'll get to 11 first. Great hands. And then there's the backside. So much happening right here. There's the ball that Ansbury found. And just out of reach. Again, Frazier. This time it goes his direction. Are you serious? Over and over. That is unreal. That's everything Julian Arnold had in his arm.
Still think there's more.
Don't bait him. Might throw the paddle.
That's a great spot. Little off pace, right at the body. Kind of that right hip there. Great run here from Stratman and Arnold.
Stratman and Arnold dropped game number 1. Picked up game number 2, and right now they're at a match ball, the first that they have seen.
Yeah, there hasn't been much of a difference between these two teams, and obviously 10-8 here in the third game, but if anything you can pick up on maybe just the hand speed a little bit of Ansbury, a little less than the rest, but just need a couple stops here.
Time in. 10-8-2.
a side out. Ooh, that was close.
8-10-1.
And the first side out off of a dink unexpectedly.
Yeah, I was trying to change the the situation there, going to Julian, maybe change up the way that point was going.
Oh, and a solid lead. Stratman has been dialed in on those, though. Shocking to see this one.
Let's go.
9-10.
9-10-2.
No!
And a side out.
Yeah, great move from Julian to cover that drive.
Right here.
Got right in front of it.
10-9-1.
Frazier not ready for the response.
Second match ball. Big angle. They need another side out.
10-9-2.
Shot at match yet again. Take a breath. The match is over on one of the longest rallies we have seen. The replay of this will be a minute long, even though it just finishes with a big-time win for Julian Arnold and Lauren Stratman. This place is on their feet, loving the effort from the 2 and 3 seed. Ansbury and Frazier are taking home the bronze. Stratman and Arnold, they've got another match to go. We'll be back with a chance to catch up with our winners. Well, it's been a showdown of epic battles here on the grandstand, and that was one that was just the same. Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold, another great three-game competition, and I know there was a lot up against, especially Dylan Frazier, those hands. How did you even begin to manage the pressure coming from Ansbury and Frazier?
Everything's kind of a blur. I'm just happy we got through it, and they played amazing. It was definitely a much tougher match than when we played them earlier, and both Julian and I got bronze in our gender doubles and lost to the team we had beat earlier, and that was like in my head, like, oh no, not again. But we pulled through it, so Julian did awesome and was a great partner, so. Yeah.
I like it. Well, good partnership, without a doubt. It's going to be tested yet again in this gold medal matchup. So give me a little bit of some foresight facing off against Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson.
Yeah, I think we're just going to try to give it a little bit more of the same from our first time around. I felt like we were right in the mix. So just go out there and give it our all. I think that's what we like to do every time.
All right, well, I have one last question for you because I know we didn't give you much time to catch your breath before helping on this interview. You got a lot left in the tank, right, Lauren?
Absolutely. I could go all day.
I like it. I knew that was going to be the answer, but I just wanted everyone else in this place to know and get behind these two, as well as J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson. They'll be next up, and our gold medal match right back here on the grandstand.